What's up, guys? Mason the Brock Henderson here, and this is Soap Opera Girl. Season 1, episode, I think 11, something like that. Yes, that name is going to stick, by the way, especially if they carry on like this. Anyway, title of this episode is Bizarro. Going into this, especially after last week, if you didn't see my thoughts of last week, just go watch that one really fast, and it'll explain a lot of my issues with the show. Anyway, watching the previews for this week after last week's episode, I was like, this could be very, very good. Very interesting episode. But after last week's episode, and all of the bullcrap that they put into that episode, I went into this thinking, this looks good, but it might possibly be very awful. And it was very awful. I don't understand the point of, hang on, let's pause the plot for a minute because we need to talk about their little relationship and what they're doing over there. Why? Why do you think that's such a good idea? What makes you think that we actually care about this 3-day romance between a guy and a girl that hardly even know each other? And actually, the truth is, he probably knows more about her because he admitted, I know a bit about you from that letter that you wrote or whatever. But I don't get it. It was a 3-day romance. At least I think it was 3 days. I'm not entirely sure how long they've known each other. But they've hardly known each other. And they're sitting there talking about it like it's the biggest deal ever. And I just want to punch somebody in the face. Every single time it comes on, I want to punch somebody in the face. I really do. Like, how can you look at this show? How can you look at this show, be like, Supergirl, she has all the powers of Superman, and then turn it into a soap opera drama? Like, why? What makes you think that's a great idea? Who is the... It has to be a woman writer for this. I'm just kidding. It could possibly be a man because Nicholas Sparks is a love story guy. But seriously, somebody who's obsessed with love stories had to be the writer behind this show. Because that's all this show cares about. It took a break for like 3 episodes when it was actually good because they stopped focusing on the bullcrap romances and non-romances, and they actually focused on the story. They focused on Supergirl and the villains and what she's going through, trying to adjust to her powers. That's what I want to see. I don't want to see her deciding between, Wynn or Jimmy or now Adam. I don't want to see any of that. That's stupid. That is stupid bullcrap stuff. And now in this one, the whole, they had such an interesting concept going. Maxwell Lord turning into a great villain, by the way, only highlight of this episode. He convinced this girl, who he was able to imbue with all of Supergirl's powers and her DNA, convinces her through some very psychological torture that Supergirl is bad. And now she wants to go kill Supergirl. I want to see more of that. That's a great story. But we have to pause because guess what? We have to see how Supergirl's doing on her date with Adam. Their first date after like 2 or 3 days. Yep. And oh no, she has to leave because people are falling off of a thing or whatever. She has to go be Supergirl. That is just so typical of her life. Why couldn't it be that they're out on their date and then, the date ends and then she goes and does... No, they have to weave it all together because it's all part of the story. It's all part of the story of their romance. I'm just like, stop. And then even worse, the whole reason, not the whole reason, but one of the things that they start talking about is that Wynn starts talking to Jimmy about how he can tell that he has feelings for her. You could totally be with her. I'm just in the friend zone. Why don't you go for it? I'm like, dude, what? Like, a couple episodes ago, in fact, last episode, Wynn was really broken up because he finally admitted how he felt. And then I'll call her Kara. Carl was just like, I don't feel that way about you. And then he was really upset about it. And all of a sudden in this episode, he acted like it never happened. At all. I would have been upset if they did the whole, Kara says she's on a date with Adam, and Wynn was like, that thing, because I've seen that before. But this is even more stupid. The fact that he is completely over it. Like, he finds out about the date with Adam, and he's just like, oh, really? And I'm just like, dude, what? People don't get over that fast. Like, that, what? I've never seen in real life somebody admits their feelings for somebody else, they get blown off. A few days later, you going on a date with somebody else? That's cool. What? What is this show? What are they... They can't even... The whole point of the show is the relationship drama, and they can't even get the relationship drama right. Like, what is the point? What are they doing? I don't get it. And the only thing that they are getting right in this episode is the main plot, and there's so little of it that I can't even enjoy the episode. Because finally, I complained about this earlier on in the season. Supergirl finds out that Maxwell Lord is a bad guy, and she just kind of flies away. I'm just like, why? Why not take him in? You really think people are going to... Supergirl takes in Maxwell Lord, says he's a bad guy. I don't believe her. Why should we believe Supergirl? I mean, it's not like she's done anything. I know she saved a bunch of lives today, but it's not like she's done anything. They finally decide, hey, let's take him in. I'm just like, thank you. It took them a little bit because Alex goes in and once again he admits to everything without admitting to everything. And so I was like, are they really going to do this again? Are they going to do it again where he admits to everything hypothetically and then they don't take him in because they don't have proof? I'm just like, you take him in, you get a warrant because Supergirl says he's a bad guy, and then you go search and find out that he has all this stuff hidden in his basement. Boom, boom, there you go. He's in jail. But no, they didn't do it. At first, Hank Henshaw was like, we can't just take him in, he's a billionaire, people are going to act. And then Alex is just like, screw that, he's trying to kill my sister. And so she takes him in. I'm just like, yes, thank you. But that's it. That's the only good part of this episode. Because the rest of it is all bull crap relationship drama. And it's all stupid. It is all stupid. I can't express enough how stupid this show is when it comes to the relationship bullcrap drama. And the way it ends between the two of them, it would seem like they've been together for like 5 years. Two halves of a date. One half of one date, one half of another date. And then she breaks up with him. And he's suffering from a broken heart. Yeah. Can you believe... I mean, I know if I ever went on 2 half dates with a girl and then she dumped me after that, I don't know if I could ever recover. I mean, that's just 2 half dates and then she breaks up with me? No, I could not deal with that. I mean, I would need to go... I need to go back home. I would need to stay away from her at all costs. I would need to give her like this speech about how wrong she is, about how, I thought it was going to be me that might mess up the relationship. I never thought it'd be her. And then I would, even though things are getting along great with a parent that I hadn't seen in a while, I would definitely just leave that parent because this one girl dumped me after 2 half dates. I couldn't. I'm sorry. That is too much. That is too much. I could not. That is bull crap. That is bull freaking crap. Get your butt out of my face. Trying to be angry about a show. Don't need to be angry at you with your butt in my face. Go. But seriously, I hope that I've expressed how much bullcrap is in the show, because there's so much, and there are a few things that when I was watching at first, I was like, That's weird. But now that I'm thinking back to it, it was just nitpicking. It was nothing compared to the actual problems of the show. Like, Supergirl and the Bizarro girl are fighting the first time, and then the thing drops with all the people. Supergirl saves it, and she just, like, is flying there for a second, and then it cuts to Supergirl with Alex and Hank Henshaw and the DEO. I'm like, wait, what? So she catches a thing, and then she just flies away? And, I mean, she does say, you said Supergirl was bad. She saves people. And I'm just like, okay, I guess that's sort of an explanation, but why would you just stop? Not. But, like I said, I'm looking back now, and I'm just like, yeah, that's just a nitpick. The main problem is all the stupid relationship bullcrap. And that's it. That's it right there. If I had to express in 2 sentences my problems with the show, a few days of barely knowing each other, and they're on a date, and then break up and heartbreak. Stupid. And then the other one would be Jimmy and Gwen bullcrap drama. Not even a sentence. It's just exactly what the problem is. The fact that we're back on Jimmy again makes me want to punch somebody. Because, like I've said in the other ones, she doesn't really have any reason to like him. She didn't have any reason to like Adam. But you know what she does like? She likes good-looking guys. Oh, you're handsome? You're good-looking? Sign me up. I want a piece of that. Oh, you're nice and sweet? Sorry, but you're not a 10, you know? If a guy did that, if there was like a girl who's really, really nice and she's maybe like a 5, and then he was like, sorry, and then decided to go after some girl because she's like gorgeous, he would be considered shallow. But when Supergirl does it, it's because it's Jimmy. I mean, come on. Who doesn't want Jimmy? He's tall, dark, and handsome. I mean, come on. I'm getting a migraine talking about the show. I probably need to stop soon. Quick summary, just to finish up and wrap up so I can go, like, bang my head into a wall to get this show out of my mind. Stupid bullcrap relationship drama. The whole few days relationship thing, and then when it ends, it's like absolute heartbreak. It's stupid. Not enough of the main plot. It felt... One scene in particular, just to kind of explain what I mean by that. You have... What was it? I can't remember who was talking. I feel like it was Jimmy and... Oh, yeah. No. Okay. Kara... Like, she comes back into Catco after she just got taken by, like, on her second day with Adam. She gets taken by Bizarro Girl. And then she comes back to Catco to tell him, I'm okay, it was just a mistake, you know, it was chance. And then breaks up with him. And then they cut away to Bizarro Girl, like, being baited by Maxwell Lord to go after a few seconds. And then they cut back and Kara's talking with Jimmy about her breaking up with Adam. I'm like, relationship bullcrap. Relationship bullcrap. Relationship, little piece of info about Maxwell Lord and Bizarro Girl. Relationship bullcrap. They don't have enough of it. It's relationship interrupted by the plot, more relationship stuff. It's ridiculous. My number, I don't even know why I didn't think of this until now. I actually said this while I was watching the show. They're about to go after Bizarro Girl. And Supergirl is just like, oh, it's a text from Adam. I gotta tell him that I gotta cancel. I mean, this is too important. Alex is like, no, you should go on a date with him. I'm like, I'm sitting here on the couch watching, and I was just like, your own characters are telling them to go on with the relationship instead of the plot. Are you kidding me? Like, even the characters are admitting, no, your relationship is more important than any of the plot going on right now. I mean, go on the date. Go on, honey. So, that's how I feel. I hate this show right now. Maybe it'll come back around. Who knows? Kara's in like a fantasy world in the next episode where she's back on Krypton, so maybe there won't be any relationship bullcrap next week. We'll see. But, yeah. At least Maxwell Lord's finally imprisoned. So he's out of the picture. Although I would like to see him come back as like just mainly a villain. Because he is a good villain. Like, I didn't really like him as upstanding billionaire, whatever, cocky billionaire. But as a cocky villain, he plays it brilliantly. So I want to see him come back as a villain, not as billionaire. But we'll see where it goes. I'll just keep watching because I need to get my rage out somewhere, and these reviews of this show are mainly where it happens. So, what did you think of this episode? Are you as pissed off as me, or are you a girl watching this and just love all the relationship stuff? Let me know in the comments. Leave a like and subscribe for more of this stuff if you want to see me rage again. And, yeah, I'll see you at the next review. Peace out.